John 8:32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And the truth is, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what you're going through, God can bring you through it. So stand up and declare that you definitely gonna make it. And that ain't nothing but the truth, the whole truth, all truth. Yeah, that's right. And this is strong truth.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be. For the truth, that is what will set you free. You're stronger than what it seems. Be free, be who you're called to be. With you on this journey, you can make it. You can make it. It's just a lies and deception. It can be misleading. You can make it. You can make it. Just keep believing. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only Strong Jones. And this is the Strong Truth Podcast, where we about to tell nothing but the truth, the whole truth, our truth, the strong truth. It's kind of weird doing that without Precious, y'all. But anyways, man, so as we promised, we here with the 50-50 episode, the gender war. And I got a group of fellas with me who, they here to speak the truth and gonna help me out today. So I'm going to let each and every one of them introduce themselves, starting with Brother Zoe.
I'm Zoe Webb from East Dublin, Georgia.
That's all you got, bro?
That's all I got.
Short and simple.
I'm Winston Brantley, also from East Dublin, Georgia.
That's all you got?
That's right.
I am Carlos Harvey. I am from Hazelhurst / Lumber City, Georgia. That's all I got.
I'm going to get into why I chose each and every one of y'all. Like, I prayed about it. I'm always go to the Lord about everything. And I was like, Lord, I need these fellas to help me. So how I need to go about this? And I hadn't chose a couple folks, and then I thought about it and different stuff. But Lord, nah, not that way. So what it gave me was get them off their marital status. So can each one of y'all tell, marital status?
I'm a single man.
Single, divorced.
Married for 13 years and a few months.
Congratulations. So y'all just heard, we got a single man, we got a divorced man, and we got a married man. Oh, and another, I'm newly married, so
Congratulations.
So we're gonna hit it from all angles. And let's get into it, fellas. What's going on, everybody? It's the one on Strong Jones
And Precious.
and we need y'all to do us a favor. We need y'all to go follow us on all social media at the Strong Truth Podcast. That's YouTube,
Instagram,
TikTok,
and Facebook.
so that y'all can keep up with everything that we doing. So the first question I got for y'all, what is y'all perspective on this whole 50-50 topic thing? Like, how do y'all feel about it? You go first, though?
You gonna nudge me, man?
Devlin, brother.
Hey, man, I feel, I don't know, man.
Nah, I will say, to keep it simple, men need women, women need men, bro. All of that saying that I don't need a woman or I don't need a man, it's lies, bro. We can't live without y'all. Y'all can't live without us.
No, I'm with you on that. And I just don't believe in 50. I believe in 50-50, but I also believe there are going to be times where it's going to be 60-40. 55-45.
80-20.
Exactly. Hey, what? It fluctuates, you know what I mean?
It does. And from a current marriage perspective, I think it's Teddy Pendergrass. I listen to that old school stuff too. So
Little TKO.
50-50, not a 70-30.
Yeah.
It's a joint venture.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like you said, you're gonna need each other. It's to death do you part, for better for worse. You're gonna need each other. Some days you might be the strong one. Other days she might be the strongest.
Exactly.
So that's my little take on that.
So when it comes to 50-50, do y'all think it's just looked at as just from a money standpoint, or how do y'all feel about that?
Man, well, I think from an Instagram lavish explore page standpoint, it's looked at it from a what can you do for me, take care of me. Do you have the $2 million ring, the 20,000 foot square mansion? I think it's looked at it as a man should do the majority. And I come from a traditional background, so and I was brought up in, and I had great examples around me when it come down to that. I grew up thinking, hey, and I feel like, oh man, if you can, should foot the 80-20, you know? That's my
And-
perspective.
And I agree. I think a lot of it's misconstrued simply because of society. It's the way the world view what they think it should be like, how things should operate, whether it be financially, emotionally, from any perspective in actual application. The real world, it don't work like that. And I think that's the difference. Is like social media. You know, there's a facade. Everything's filtered. Everything's now, so you can enhance it with AI per se. But like the real world don't work like that. Like you said, there gonna be some days you ain't got nothing, and she may have to pull the 100, or vice versa. And it's just I always go by the philosophy, man. You do what work for y'all.
Right.
Cause what work in my house ain't gonna work for your house.
Sure.
So y'all kind of you got something, Joe?
No, you good.
So is you mentioned went to basically how society basically looks at it, and that mainly the men's supposed to basically foot it. Like it's more understood that say you hear 80-20, you thinking that man gonna take the 80 and the woman gonna take the 20. So I just want to give y'all another perspective, and anything I'm gonna do, my basis thing, this is Christian podcast. I'm gonna go to the Bible. So tell me what y'all feel about this. Like when God made Eve, he created a woman to be what? A helpmate.
Yes, sir.
So when they was out there in that garden, they were both working and tilling the garden, right? You feel me? So do y'all think that it should be more of the, and this may sound crazy, like I know I'm probably gonna get ridiculed with some of these questions I'm gonna ask, but I just wanna digging into the Bible. Do y'all feel like that it should actually be more of the women working than the men? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm tell you why I'm asking that is because my fault. Adam was supposed to till the garden, right? And the woman was supposed to help too. She was supposed to be out there just as much. She's his helpmate doing that. Just going off what the Bible says, she was out there to help him. What y'all think? And I'm not saying, let me clear it up. I'm not saying necessarily like, one, that's what I think, but just going off her being his helpmate. How y'all feel about it?
I mean, I think she's a helpmate is a helpmate, and she was extracted from Adam's rib. And
Come on, extracted.
yes, sir.
That's a word.
And I feel like a helpmate doesn't mean it's just what it is. A helpmate. She's to help me when I kind of tired or kind of get a weak along the way. She's there to, and they do a good job of it. Like he said earlier, man, we can't live without women. I don't know what is this single marketing push today is. To me, I get it in some aspects, but go back to your question, man. I think, and them being the weaker vessel, the helpmate is just what it is. And like I said, I come from that traditional background. If it's in my power, and if the Lord gives me the strength, I want to take the 80.
Sure.
Come on.
I want her to be that helpmate. When I come in from work or a hard day or whatever, I want the soft hands. I don't want no callous hands like I got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To rub my aching head, my whatever. I just don't want that. I don't want her climbing a light pole in the rain, 30-degree weather. I just don't want that for me. I'm more at peace with her being at the house. Now, my situation, for instance, she loves to work. She loves her occupation, so I don't stand in the way of that. And she doesn't stand in the way of the stuff I love. But if it was up to me, 80-20 all day. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna be muscling up the weight, handling the weight, man.
And I think for the most part, every man kind of has that mentality. Like we really do just want. It's in our best interest. I feel like it's in our best interest. You want to see her happy. You want to see her not as stressful, not as, you know what I'm saying? So you do want to take as much load as you can. But I don't see it in percentage, and I don't see it in the way, in terms of percentage. I see it, especially when it comes to like a helpmate or whatever the case may be, it's just what you bring to the table may be different. What mine may be physical, Hers may be the emotional side. But it may be just as strong, if not stronger. You know what I mean? It's just as needed. That's kind of why I say like it's whatever works for the situation because, just you doing all that hard work and come home and I'm not big on like gender roles. Woman got to do this, man got to do this, and that's it. Period. Like no, like look, you wash the clothes, I'm gonna fold the clothes, sure. Whatever. But I do think that women bring a unique something to the table that we just can't do on our own.
Come on.
And it's big in and of itself. It's not to downplay it to say, like, oh, I'm the man, hear me roar. What I say go, I did all this for you, so you got to do. Like, no, I do. I would do what I'm doing for the, out of the kindness of my heart because I want to. But at the same time, like you said, if she has her aspirations, her goals, or whatever the case may be, I support that as well. And it may be a point where she take the lead in something and I play the background. And I'll be your biggest supporter. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's weird. It's hard to put, that's why, for me, it's hard for me to rationalize the number side. Because it's so important, like, having that helper, you literally can't do it by yourself.
Come on.
And especially in terms of just marriage in general, when I was married, I was going through marriage counseling. It was two imperfect people coming together for a perfect union. Yes, but you won at that point. So honestly, and I know it's in the terms of, and I'm using it in terms of just marriage in and of itself, like, it really is no me versus her or her versus me or men versus women. It's like us versus the issue, us versus the world. Because we won at this point. And that's kind of how my take of it is.
I'm like Carlos, so I don't mind doing the 80-20 thing. I ain't never really had a 50-50, so I can't really say so, but that's cool too. I mean, but I feel like a woman shouldn't work hard as a man. That's how I feel. It depends on what the situation is though. Like now the garden thing, like you were saying earlier, yeah, you can handle the garden. So that's something like it ain't nothing too crazy. You feel me? So, but anything else like manly job, I got that. I'm gonna go do my job, and then whatever I gotta handle at home is taken care of. But me personally, a woman ain't really gonna have no weight on her shoulder with me.
Right. And I honestly believe that it's better for the man to carry the majority of the load. And some men, depending on if you can or whatever, like carry all the load. You feel me? And just, I think most men, y'all let me know. I think most men would rather handle things and not have to allow his woman to have to do stuff. Just allow her to be in her element and stuff if he can or whatever. And then just when it's needed, like be here in whatever capacity that he needs her to be there for him or whatever. You feel me? Like, so yeah, I think the natural mindset of a real man gonna do that. So you could just gonna, just whatever, most men probably would even do 100 if they, like
definitely.
I say, they would do 100. Yeah, because being honest, men really like before you really get a true partner too. That's what I'm talking about. But it's like I do everything by myself anyway. So like, so if I get any help, it's going to like. It's going to help me. Like,
and that was too, like, and I was thinking of that as we were talking. I said, well, that's good. What I said was good when I was married. That's right. It's like, but I ain't there no more. So I don't have that. You know what I mean? So I had to pretty much pull that 100 by myself. Yeah. Anyway, like, so,
Yeah, I was smooth with the 100% though. I did it, ain't no complaints about it. But so if I was to ever find a 50-50, I'm just going to look at it like.
Enhancement.
That's my money for that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So. Yeah.
Okay. Well, my next question is, so how do y'all feel about this whole battle of the sexes? Like, it's just, and I'm going to go to social media because that's the type of the world we live in. It's like, men can't be right in women's eyes, women can't be right in men's eyes, and it's just like.
Men can't do nothing.
Okay, so.
We can't eat a banana.
We can't do nothing, bro. If we do anything, bro, in a woman's eyes, if it ain't what she expecting, bro, we sassy.
Sassy. Say everything sassy.
Now I'm gonna tell you what's crazy.
He drinking water. He sassy.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy when I knew it was messed up for men. So back in the day, you could be like, bye. But you can't even say bye no more. You can't do that. Like, yeah, but so how y'all feel about it though? Like,
I think the connotation. I got these TI words.
In a big word.
Go to
I
cook.
think the whole perspective of it is kind of over exaggerated and too it's overly complex when it comes down to male and female, and we kind of take. I think when you take the basic principle of the ordination of God out the equation, this is what you end up with. Like, all right, I'm the most right, you the most wrong. I'm big, you little. I'm tall, you short type of thing. You know what I'm saying? When in all together, we should be working together because it's ordained that a man will leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, and they become one. They are no longer twain; they're one. So I think when we get back to the basics, how things should be and how it's ordained for it to be, and just get back to the basics, man, and start with the comparisons.
Yeah.
I think society has painted the picture, man. Like we talked about earlier, like you got females. Some females like they don't need a man.
Oh,
They can be
that's the narrative.
Independent woman. This and
That's the push.
I can do bad by myself, and it's just like the Bible, like it ain't good for men to be alone.
What?
It's not good. So that mentality is actually it's almost like blatant, not disrespect. It's blatant disobedience in a sense. Wow. And that's kind of the world, but that's what we're gravitating towards, and it's. Like you said, it's a facade, and if we're not careful, we'll fall for the trap.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I can't wait for that day come for me to find somebody else. like come on, I'm here for it.
Hey, y'all hear my brother? Hey,
I think the internet,
y'all hear my brother?
Hey, I'm here for it. Like,
bro, the internet got everything screwed.
internet
Like,
got
bro,
everything.
You
messed
got
up.
people and like trying to be somebody that they ain't up
Mm.
there. Like people don't know you in real life, bro. The generation is cooked, bro, because of the internet. Like it's just like you said. It's certain stuff you can't do or say up there. Or then you got people like you got these social media famous people. If you go up there and do something, you know what I'm saying? They praising you for it, even if it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Or if another person get up there and do it, then they got all the bad stuff to say instead of holding you accountable. People condoning a lot of stuff that they shouldn't. Like, bro, if they take away the internet, bro, I think everything could go back.
The world would be a
I
better
love it.
place.
Hey, the world,
You
yeah.
feel me?
It was a lot simpler back in the day
Yeah,
because
for real.
mentioning social media is like nobody want to look like humans no more. Nobody want to seem like I deal with this, I deal with that. Like I got the perfect life. Going back to the independent thing, like men looking like they ain't going through struggles, really.
Mm-hmm.
Women looking like they got it all together. Like you feel me? And it's like, no, we need each other.
For sure.
And Winter, you said something like, I want to go to the independent thing, like with women saying that or whatever. I honestly, you mentioned that it's almost disobedient, and now I want to go to the Bible with it because it's like we fight against not against flesh and blood, but principalities and stuff. So I look at what that looks like in today's like in real time in society, like the government, which is in high places and principalities, basically set it up. It's really demonic, like, cause think about it like this: if we take out the head, the man is supposed to be the head, right? You know, he's supposed to lead. He's supposed to lead his family. And he's supposed to lead the way and be led by God. But if we could take out the head, we could chop off the body.
All right.
We could chop off everything else. So we don't need this. This is what they did. You don't need the man to provide like he used to provide a roof over your head. Why? Because what we're gonna do?
Provide your house.
We're gonna give you Section 8. Exactly. Provide your house.
And he
You
can't
don't-
be there.
He can't be there.
Can't be there.
You don't need the man to bring food and put it on the table no more. Why? Cause what you got? You got food stamps. You don't even need him there to take care of the children no more. Cause what we're gonna do? He ain't gonna be there, but we're gonna give you child support.
Yeah.
So from our government, it's like it's set up to
Ostracized.
yeah, like to break down the structure of what family needs to be and stuff. And this is my core kind of with not all women, because and when we say this stuff, everybody's like, everybody don't fit everything. But for the women that do fall for that, like you're falling for a trap. You fall like you really falling for a trap, and you don't see how spiritually that's breaking down society. Now guess what? You having broken homes. You having children raised without fathers. You feel me? And it is some piss poor men out there too, and we're gonna get on that too. Like, but it's like it's that's what it looks like spiritually in today's time. Like it's from the government. It's we messed up already. You feel me? And then this way I want to get on the men part because it's like, yeah, that's a battle that we have to fight because it's like you fighting almost like the government and stuff like that. But my problem with us is that because we know when a real man, y'all, we here. Most time when men really stand up and try to be a man, you getting called sassy. Oh, yeah. You getting ridiculed for being a man, like really being a man. And my problem with that is when that ridicule come, most men just they go into it. They don't keep standing for them principles. They don't care. Like, I don't care if the whole world ridicule me for being a man. Yeah. I'm finna stand up and be the man that I know I need to be. Sure. And if I can just get one to follow me, if I can just get one to understand that I'm being a real man, I'm done my job. You feel me? And when men really get back to standing up and don't care about being ridiculed, because they like to talk about Papa and all that stuff like that. Papa ain't care about all that. Papa was trying to raise his family and stuff. Call him crazy, call him mean, but he knew his vision. He knew what he had to do. He knew I got to take care of my family.
So I think even on that, we have to correct the definition of what it means to be a man. I always use this analogy. Like, my daddy taught me how to work. My pastor taught me how to love. My pastor taught me how to show affection. Seeing him interact with his kids, I'm like, cause my daddy was old school. Yes, sir. You knew there was love there, but it was just like, hey, I can get up 4 a.m. if I need to, cause that's what he taught us. You know what I'm saying? But to see how like my pastor interacted with his kids, I'm like, oh, it's okay to say like you love them. But not only that, so at our church we have like an all-man Sunday school class, and it's funny, we've been doing this about maybe 8-9 years now. We talk about relevant issues and stuff like that, just stuff similar to this. And the cool thing, it's funny because my pastor's real cool, down to earth person. He in a heartbeat, hey, love you, bro, love you, man. And it was funny because at first everybody like, what you mean, man? Love you, man. No, man, like, I don't do that. I'm a man. Like, I don't do that. And then, then we did like a biblical study on what love actually is, and it don't take away from you to tell another man you love them. Oh, yeah. And a lot of times out of 10, we need to hear that. So and it's funny now because years later, it's like it's nothing. It's funny to see the transition for everybody was just kind of shunning away from that. It's just like, it's okay. Like, this my bro. Me and Zoe go back. Sure. So like, man, I love my bro. You know what I mean? It don't bother me to say that. That doesn't make me less of a man. That doesn't challenge my masculinity. You know what I mean? That don't make me attractive, you know what I'm saying, to another. Like, no, just...
You're securing your manhood.
I'm securing my manhood. And I think a lot of, like I said, it's some stuff you can't even do without being labeled as sassy. And it's just like normal things. Like, oh, this man, he take care of his kids. He must be like, what? Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like, some people actually think it's cool to not do these things. And my brain can't even wrap itself around it. It's like, how can you not... But that's where I think we have to go back and change that narrative back. Man, look, if me doing this, if you call me sassy for doing what I know is right, doing what I know a man should do, as it relates to my life, whether it be my child, or food that I'm eating, because you can't even eat, like I said, you can't eat a hot dog now.
Pause.
Like, pause. Like, come on, man. I'm hungry, bro. That's all. Like, I'm hungry. Yeah, I think we just have to change that.
Okay.
I agree.
Most definitely.
So, my next question is, because of the gender war and stuff, I feel like with men most of the time, most men feel like they ain't heard. Or they feel like if they do, we hear just the women say open up to them, whatever. So when most men feel like, okay, if I open up to you and tell you my feelings later on, you can weaponize like what I told you when you get mad. Like, you saying it now, so it's like it's not really a safe space. And then you hear like I done see, y'all done seen on social media like folks dudes to tell their homeboys stuff something before they tell they, and then of course they go, boy, he's sassy, they be right. But why do y'all think it's such that men feel more comfortable to basically open up to other men before, and I kind of said in the question, but then women, and what do y'all think we need to, like, what do we need from y'all own opinion, do we need from the women to be able to feel more secure to do that?
I feel like we more comfortable telling other men because they can see it from our point of view. A woman, you know what I'm saying? Like a woman go through her own stages, but when a woman go through stuff, it's cool. Basically, when they go through it, okay, they might cry, talk to their little friend girls or whatever, and that be that. When we do it, we really gotta hide our pain. Like when we go through something, like, bro, we gotta go through it, probably cry a little bit, then you gotta suck it up.
Yep.
You gotta come back to reality. You gotta still be a man.
What they say?
So
there you go.
yeah,
Be a man.
you still gotta be a man.
So
So it's kind of like I said, it's easier for us to talk to another guy or somebody who done been through it, cause they gonna feel that. You feel me? Like they 9 times out of 10 they pretty much done went through what you going through, so they gonna understand it more than the woman. If the woman ain't really, it depends on what woman you deal with. I can't speak.
because
for all
bro,
women,
you
but-
got some good women that can.
yeah, you got
They
some,
not
you
gonna.
got
Yeah.
some, but it, like I said, it depends on what kind of woman it is. She ain't gonna see everything as, you know what I'm saying, what you trying to explain to her. So you ain't gonna really, and then like you said, as soon as you get mad, bro, you gonna hold it against me anyway. Yeah, you did this, blah blah blah. So I don't want to express nothing to you.
I think it is a trauma response because of that. Because even if you haven't experienced that firsthand with somebody weaponizing, throwing it back in your face, we've seen it so many times with everybody else to the point it's like, you know what, I'd rather just keep it to myself. Or, like you said, you'll tell your bro, because what I've learned to realize too is that men and women, we speak different languages. We can say the same words, but she can translate it completely different, which is, I think, where a lot of miscommunication come in at. So we understand each other. We speak our own language. So it makes sense when we talk to our bro about it. And then, like I said, it can either get misconstrued, or there's been times where it could get weaponized and thrown back up in your face, and you mess around and actually be vulnerable for a change, and then something happened, and now you weak.
Yeah,
And we men are like, hey, once you cross me that one time,
I can't go back.
Yeah, it is. That's what I was
I'm
going to say.
done.
I think we automatically put that wall up because
Mm-hmm.
it may not have happened to you, but you seen your bro go through it, or your uncle, or your pop might have went through it way back when. You just seen something, and I think it starts from a boy, you know, way before you. Because we always talk growing up. I used to hear, "Hey, big boys don't cry." You know, suck it up, man. You know, when you're gonna be a man one day, you can't be doing all that crying. You know, so I think it becomes a thing from your youth, adolescence on up to where you are, to have that persona of not, man. And, you know, and when we talk to each other because we feel like we can relate, like they say, we can relate, and we just got that wall. And sometimes it takes the right one to penetrate the wall, you know, and to get through, man.
Okay.
But I think, once again, going back to changing the narrative, man. Like, I will say with my homeboys, I got the same little knucklehead jokers I've been friends with since.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, same dudes. And it's crazy to see, because, you know, man, we guys, you had the group message done changed over time. You know, it used to be foolishness, and now we are here talking about health and vitamins and
lawnmowers.
right, yeah. But now it's crazy, like, to see that. I think slowly, like, there are some good men out there. We are good men. There's some, like I said, there's some knuckleheads out there, people that do it wrong. But for the most part, I do think that we're slowly transitioning, because now it's crazy to hear, like I mentioned earlier, like, my pops passed away a little over a month ago, and see that in the group thread, and one of my good friends, his dad passed in January, so now we kind of got that connection. But to hear the group message, like, hey man, don't be afraid to cry.
Yes, sir.
And they say, and now it's pushed, like that's what's being pushed, that's what's being told, like, it's all right, bro, like, you need somebody, you just need a vent, like, call me, like, and instead of trying to hold that in, because without, man, look.
Some pain, bro.
Bro,
I
look,
know about it.
it just, life is hard for us in general, as it is. And that's why we see a lot of people dealing with mental health issues, is because, like, they don't want to show that. They don't want to express it, and it stay balled up, and and then it take that one thing to snap, and you go off, and then you looking at everybody looking at you to getting did something crazy. Don't realize what you've been fighting this whole time behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I think we have to change that narrative. Like, hey man, bro, like, hey yo, what you dealing with is tough, man. It's okay. Real men do cry.
Yes, sir.
Real men have issues. Real men have emotions. Real men do deal with stuff. Like we're still human.
Definitely.
My bad. I feel like I took over.
Oh no, keep going, talk, man. That's what we're here for. Keep going, shoot.
But men feel like they shouldn't cry. They feel like they less of a man that they do.
Right.
But like you said, men cry, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, I cry every week.
And ain't that,
But
oh,
it
go
be
ahead.
in church though. It ain't nothing wrong with it anyway.
No. A real man cry. Like now, this is what I'm a firm believer in. Is it's all right to cry, but not choose your place where you cry. Now, me, most time, the time when I do, I'm finna be vulnerable, but most of my crying get done in the shower. Somebody walk in, that water cat. You don't even know I'm crying. You feel me? But look at, cause I do a lot of meditating and talk to the guy, like to God, and when I'm in the shower or whatever, and just like I get to think about something or whatever, or processing my day or something that bothered me or whatever like that. I just, you know what, you feel me?
So can I ask a question on that though?
Go ahead.
No, let me preface by saying I'm very similar when it comes to shower, but I'm thinking about Temptation got a song I Wish It Would Rain. And one of the lyrics say, raindrops behind my teardrops, so no one ever know that I'm crying.
Powerful.
So do we use that? Are we subconsciously also using that as a camouflage to hide that pain too? Like, no, I'm just asking in general. Now, for me, I feel like when things that because I have my moments being in the shower too, but I also feel like I'm washing that pain away. I'm letting it go down the drain. You know what I mean? Like. I done had some snotty nose situations, like, but I'm just asking in general. Do you think that something that we kind of use as camouflage as well because we don't want to show nobody? Or
Definitely. That's why I'm doing it there in an area where I'm alone. Like, you feel me? It's like it's only for me to know. Right. But if somebody that maybe Carlos can help me out with this. Like with me being recently married, so. I've been crying in the shower for years, but now that I'm married, like my mind, just something I had to program my man not to do and thank God for my wife, like best thing besides Jesus that I ever experienced. So, but like my mind before I got married is don't let nobody see you crying. Yeah. You feel me? But now just say I'm in there crying and my wife come in. You feel me? Normally, my mind would just, it's there. It's that trauma. It's like, yeah. But now I have to I have to program myself like, nah, it's okay. Yeah. Like it's okay if she see you in this disclaimer. This if you got the right partner.
I was going to say
if you got the right partner.
If she has, and more likely she will get it. If more and more time y'all spend together, I'm telling you, she gonna know. Yeah. That discernment is crazy.
So, I want to hear that, Carla. So the thing is, with my wife, she do know. You feel me? Like, I only cried in front of my wife one time before the tears got and they wasn't finna come right then and there. Go get what I was finna do. Go to the shower. But she knew beforehand something was wrong. She knew beforehand, so, of course, baby was wrong. Nothing.
There you go.
Baby was wrong. Nothing. Baby was wrong. Man, I done said ain't nothing wrong, but
she know.
The man to me I'm trying to be a man, but
be strong.
But having the right partner came on, hugged me, embraced me. Before I knew it, I done broke down like a baby. You feel me?
But it's because and that's how it's supposed to be. When we get in these relationships and serious relationships or married or whatever the case may be, we vow to show that person every part of us, right?
That's right.
Every aspect. And you get married. I was married 8 years. So who I was on day one, I was different. By year 6, year 7. Fatherhood changed me. And I guess what I'm saying is like we choose to marry a person, but also every variation of that person. Even the broken parts of that person. Even the whole parts of that person when they're having a weak moment, when they're having a strong moment, when they literally the vow, sickness and health. We say all these things.
Real stuff.
And it's like, but then, because I'm with you on that. It's like, but But we get in these situations almost like we're afraid to kind of show it. And it's like, no, this person said that was going to be there for me in this moment.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying is like, you know, when we choose to get married, we choose to marry every version of that person, every evolution of that person. Who you were at newlyweds isn't the same as you were at 13 years. You done learn some lessons in there. And with that come pains, come aches, and we have to be willing to show that vulnerability to our significant other, and without fear, because that's what we vowed to do in the first place. You know, we said sickness and health, for better and worse. But right now, it may be a worse. Let us see you at your worst. You know, I feel that's what's supposed to be. And I feel like once you find the right person, it won't be weaponized. Once you, matter of fact, the only way it should be weaponized is they literally going to war for you in prayer. You know what I mean? Like she's fighting on your behalf or something like that. But other than that, it shouldn't be thrown up in your face. It shouldn't be. And I think as men, we just have to, like I said, I'm big on changing the narrative. Like we know the issues, we see it every day, and it's what Michael Jackson said, look at me in the mirror. You know, shout out Michael Jackson. But it's like, you know, in order to make a change, you know, it starts with us first, though. Yeah. So I mean, even in those moments when we have those vulnerable moments, those sad moments, and like it's funny because I'm identical. I would do stuff in the shower, but it's like, you know what? Sometimes I need to learn to do it in the open, and it's okay, even if it's in public now. Like, man, I put this on Facebook the other day. I was at work, and like I mentioned earlier about my pops, customer came up. He was just like, man, sorry to hear about your dad. I'm sitting there like, wow. I've been good this whole time. I heard this 300 times. Yeah. But, you know, come and shake my hand. You know, man, he was a good man. Everybody loved him. I'm sitting there like, why am tears welling up in my eyes right now? I'm in front of all these folks, and I done heard this ain't nothing hit me like this until now. I'm like, why am I here about to cry in front of these people? And it's like, dude, but you dealing with loss. You dealing with hurt. Oh, yeah. It's okay to cry. Like, stop trying to be strong. No pun intended, strong. You know, it's okay to show that you're a human being. Like, you know.
Listen, man, I had a instance. I don't know if Strong remember this. In 2012, I talk about it everywhere I go. Oh yeah. So man, I was on a strong streak. We've been dating since 2001, so it was way before social media. I was on a good streak, man. I ain't never shed no tear around my girl. So one time it didn't leave me no choice. My mama passed away. Oh, man. So that's when I found out then what it was between me and her, because she was there at my ugliest point. Lost weight when eating. I mean, dude, so sometimes our vulnerability is kind of a no choice situation sometimes. I mean, your biggest trial, you'll find out who's supposed to be there, man. You know, like that situation in 2012 with my mom, that's how I knew then, because she seen me like she never saw me before. I couldn't put that persona up and be undefeated in strength at the time because it was unexpected. I mean, she wiped snot. I'm like, man, who's gonna do that? You know, especially in these days and time, they be like, oh, my condolences, but I ain't wiping snot. Yeah. You know? But yeah, man, so sometimes our vulnerability is it's a no choice type of thing. You know, you could try all you want, but it's gonna come. Oh, yeah. It's the tears gonna come. The weak time gonna come. You might have to lay your head on her shoulder and just cry it out. And she cool with it, man. That's how you know, like, man, she a real one.
Sure. Yeah, I think every man, they feel like, you know, you got the guys that be like, oh, I don't do no crying. I ain't. Yeah. They want to be tough, but at the end of the day, bro, every man got it in them because you just ain't went through that part where you got to do it. So you think you don't cry, but when you go to that, when it hits you, bro, and you go through a situation, when that time comes, you can't fight it.
I thought I was exempt.
You can't fight it, bro. So, yeah.
Your body gonna let you know.
Oh, yeah, fast.
Yeah, so, I'm over here listening, man. I love hearing testimonies and just, you know, and I love the fact that we're vulnerable right now because the world and men need to see that it's okay to be vulnerable. You feel me? And I feel like once men we start being more vulnerable, and we start because once you're able to be vulnerable, you're able to be your true self. And then when you're able to be your true self, you're able to truly lead like you need to. And when you're able to truly lead as a man like you need to, now guess what? If she's a true woman, she gonna start. It's gonna start. It's a chain effect. It's a chain effect basically. It's us getting back to ourselves. So what you got, Carlos?
Yeah, I mean, I'm agreeing with you, brother.
But so my next question is let's take the women out of the equation, right? Take them out completely. What can we do as men to take accountability for the battle of the sexes and all this stuff? Is just basically like what we think men deal with. Like, what do y'all think we can do on our part?
I'm gonna be I'm a church boy. So, like you say, everything to me leads back to the scripture. I believe in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will, and he shall direct thy path. Make your way straight. So a lot of times I think we just need to, as men, seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things to be added unto you.
Come on.
Seek him for wisdom on how to lead, how to go about leading a family, how to go about just being submissive to God, number one. Trying to understand and hear his voice clearly. And just really, I know everybody nowadays, and I work in an environment where you got many different religions and people really don't believe like you would believe, or everybody got a different belief of a higher power or no power, But me, myself, personally, I believe if we can just get back to God, seeking him, and just really focusing in on like how to be better, every day. We wrote a song, we sang a song called "All We Need Is Love," and we're trying to be
for the ones who know who wrote the song.
Oh man, that's Mr. Stan Jones. But there's one of the verses say, "I'm trying to be a better me every day. I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday." Now it's not me trying to be better than the next person, but it's some areas in my life that, shoot, man, hey, I'm quite sure we all can attest that we need to improve in.
Oh yeah.
So most definitely, that's how I feel.
I just think as men, we need to do it. We need to do a better job of covering our brother. Because like you said, we're human, man. We all gonna make mistakes.
Sure.
I was trying to find the scripture then, but I couldn't. But it was like the steps of a
Righteous man.
yeah, the steps of a righteous man. What is it like? Though he stumble, like the Lord hold my hand. It's like you can be righteous, you can be doing everything right and still make mistakes. My job ain't to beat you up when you make that mistake, though.
Definitely.
Let me cover you in love until you get yourself back together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, it's like society wants you to thrive off the downfall of somebody else.
Definitely.
Whether it be gossip, like if you can talk about them, you can talk to God about them. Like you should pray for them in that situation.
That's good.
So it's like, if I make a mistake, even whether it's a public one or private one, like, okay, not saying I'm justifying what you did, because as a bro, I'm holding you accountable. It goes back to accountability. But it's like, all right, you done did it now. How can we grow from here? How can we get from this point? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover you. I got your back. I got you. Hey, you do what you need to do. All right, let's pick yourself up. Let's work out a plan how we're gonna move forward from here. And I think we need to do a lot more of that, because even now, man, it's unfortunate, and people gonna do things. People do, and they make mistakes, or whether it be like a crime. Let's just use crime as an example. And there's a saying like it's always free, bro, but it's never not do it, bro. Like don't do it, bro.
Right.
So I think that's one way as men, like we can help kind of build each other up by covering each other when we're down, but also like holding each other accountable and not thriving. You don't have to step on the neck of somebody else just to build yourself up.
Yeah, I agree. We do need to cover our brothers and stuff, but I feel like
Pause though. before you get started. Pause it.
Ooh, I'm stressing out.
Yeah. I feel like we need that as men, like for another guy to help us out, keep your head on straight. Cause see, a lot of men out here, bro, they misleading the guys, especially the younger men. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got nobody that's telling them not to do the wrong thing. They telling them to do it or not stopping them from doing it. Yeah, but as a man, me personally, I'm a loner, so what I be doing every day, bro. If I ain't working or nothing, I'm pretty much just I'm home really just thinking or whatever, trying to figure out how I'm gonna challenging myself to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, Carlos earlier, all men and women, like you got, and this ain't about the women right now, but I'm just saying in general, you got places that you need to clean up at. And you know that, you know what I'm saying? You got to take your own accountability or whatever. So, but I done came a long way. Like, it was times back in the days, like, stuff that I wouldn't let slide in or whatever, I let it slide now. And it's challenging, bro, when you trying to do the right thing. I ain't gonna lie, bro, when you trying to live the right way, like, it get harder and harder. But, so that's why, a lot of my time go to being alone and just trying to figure out how to pretty much just like get better as a man. Which I'm a good man. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying like as far as, you know, my relationship with God, like how I wanna be a better man myself and clean up in the areas where I know.
And that's what helps us do right when it comes down to our marriages and our relationships, whatever the case may be, is our relationship with God. You know, our fear for God. You know, like people be like, man, you very disciplined, sort of say, you know. I was like, well, I made a promise to him, you know. And I tell you this and I tell her this. I say, listen, I'm more afraid of him than I am you.
Come on.
You know, when I said, you know, I do, I will and all that, at the altar, he was right there looking at me.
Yeah.
You know, so he heard that. You know, so the scripture says too, whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor.
Come on.
From God. And I tell everybody, I'm in a season of extreme favor in my life because of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't no way I'm messing that up.
What, Carlos? What? Come on.
Let me before I want to take a moment. I want to commend you, Zoe.
Yes, sir.
Because like I said, we went to school together. We from the same area, and I've seen that growth from the outside looking in.
Appreciate it.
From like a big bro to little bro. So I've seen that transition. I've seen it, and I think that's important too as men. To when we see stuff, acknowledge it.
Facts.
Because and if there's anything I can do personally, man, I do this openly on air, but I do this privately too. Like, man, hit me up. Yeah. Whether it be advice, talk, because like you said, it is difficult, especially when you're really trying to do this thing right.
Yes, sir.
Like I always say, man, if the devil already got you on his team, he has no need to recruit you.
Come on.
So once you make a stand, once you make a statement and say, you know what, God, this is what I'm gonna try to do for you. I done made these mistakes in my past. I'm trying to move beyond that. I'm trying to push forward. I'm trying to do the right things. Bro, it's like the enemy ain't gonna hold back on everything he can to try to get you back to where you had you before. So I want to commend you on staying firm in that. But also when you have those moments when you be like, hey man, I'm about to crash out, or whatever the case may be, just know you got
brothers.
You got a village of brothers
facts.
that's here for you, to stand for you, even in those weak moments, because that's what it's gonna take. Because you can't do it. Like we talk about women being help me's, but like we gotta help each other too.
Facts,
though.
facts.
Like we cannot do it on our own. And I think I just want to take a moment to pause to do that. I didn't want to move forward without saying that.
That's what's
that's definitely need. We definitely need each other. So, you know, you got my number in them. Pretty sure, you know, like we cause iron, like the Bible say, iron sharper than iron. You know, so we have to, you know, have accountability with each other too. You feel me? So what's going on, everybody? It's the one on the Strong Jones
And Precious. I'm Marlisha. I'm one of the CEOs of J2 Streaming. We offer streaming through a Fire Stick and internet.
All you need to do is just basically plug your Fire Stick up to your TV and just have decent internet. Our live channels offer over like 8,000 channels. We also offer the newest movies, the series, and the lowest monthly fee is only $20 a month, and that covers you. No contract, you pay as you want to. You can reach us at 478-347-1314. We also have a Facebook group, ATC21 by J2, or you can visit the website at www.atc21.com.
I want to go to something that Carlos said, though. He struck a nerve there in a good way. But that attaining favor, when you get married, like you make them vows, you hear about it, but until you actually take that step and you see like, oh, like, you know, I really, what's the name? Like, I really got favor. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell a little testimony about with my own self. Like, I'm gonna open up now. Like, my wife has helped me in ways that I didn't even know I needed help in. Like, but that's the for real. That's the favor that you be like, and my mouth be dropped. Like, cause you know, as a man, especially, you know, I try to pretty much think of everything, you know, but you just can't do it. One person can't do it. But it's so important like that. It's so important to have the right person, because a woman gonna see what you need when you don't. She gonna see something in you before you may even see it in you. Like, I go to one of my favorite stories in the Bible. Matter of fact, on my ring, on my wedding, man, it's actually the scriptures engraved inside here. It's 1 Samuel chapter 25, and that's talking about David and Abigail. And in the story with David and Abigail, you know, Abigail was married to a foolish man named Nabal at the time, but David had them, helped them out, long story short, well, helped his servants out, whatever, and it was time for the favor to come back. He didn't return. That made David angry. It was already understood in that time frame that David was going to be the next king of Israel. Like, it was public knowledge. So it angered David to the point where David said, I'm finna go down and kill everything. Like, ain't nobody going to be able to piss on the wall next morning. But when Abigail heard it, what was going on, she got some gifts and all that stuff for David and his men and went and met him or whatever. And the thing that I like, when she met David, she basically said, you know, put it upon me. She said, my husband's foolish and all that stuff. But she stopped David from basically sinning and committing murder and killing and all that stuff like that. But the part that I love about that story so much is she told David what he was gonna be. She knew his vision, what he was supposed to be before he got. She said, when you become king, you don't want to make this mistake, because when you say that you have blood on your hands once you become king, that was still with David. His whole, like, it would affect him, because he would have made a rational decision at a time. That's why it's so important to have that woman that, you know, the right partner, and then that's that faith that favor that God give, like, through that woman that covers you. So, like, and she saw, like I say, she saw something in David, like, before he even realized. And then she said, don't forget me. You feel me? And David remembered. That's why when you being led by God, David remembered them vows. He remembered what he made to his wife. I'm going to get you. You feel me? And, you know, the Bible describes Abigail as a virtuous woman. You feel me? So that's that favor that comes with being, you know, married or whatever, you know, and doing it the right way. And it will, when you get that right woman, it makes you want to do right. Like, as a man, I'm gonna be real, like, you still have two eyes when you get married. Like, it don't stop. Like, you still have two eyes. You gonna see somebody that's out there beautiful, but you ain't got to go out there and act upon it. You feel me? You ain't got to go sit there and like, no, you seen, okay, she look nice, keep it pushing. You feel me? And it just going what you said, Carlo, it make you want to do right when you got a woman that's good and that can see into you. Like, to be honest, we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for my wife.
Listen here.
My wife was the first person years ago that I ain't thinking nothing about no podcast. She the one that said, man, you good at talking, you should do a podcast. Wow. I ain't thinking nothing about it. And not only that, guess what? She poured into me. That Christmas she came home with it ain't in here right now, but my first laptop, I still got it to this day. That's like when I first started, she invested in it. I'm like, you know what, I might really take this serious. And that's how all this came about now. You know, and years later I ended up marrying, and here we go.
Hey man, I tell people all the time, well, when the boys talking, I say, man, a woman can either build you up or tear you down. I mean, in most, I can't say most, but in some organizations, whether it's business, churches, whatever the case may be, you get you a bad batch of women, well, they can tear that thing to pieces. But if you get you a good batch, they can build that thing up. I know from experience, son.
I agree.
Man.
Well, that's good, man. So, y'all got anything else on accountability? Okay. Well, I got a question for y'all now. As men, is it more important to you to be loved or to be respected?
One and the same. You can't, to me, you can't have one without the other. You cannot have one without the other. Because we, as men, first of all, respect is a big thing. Mm-hmm. Respect is a huge thing. Like, but also, the reason I say they one and the same, or they have a symbiotic relationship. You can't have one without the other, because it's like if you really love me, you wouldn't put me in a situation, or I don't see disrespect don't come along with that. You know what I mean? Right. And I just can't see. And if there is a situation of disrespect, like blatant disrespect, I'm questioning the love factor at that point. I can't say, for me, I can't separate the two. They one and the same.
I feel you.
That's the gospel according to me.
I got to be with him on that, man. It's hand in glove. It's the hand in glove type of deal. Yeah. Like, if you love me, you're gonna know what I deem respect or disrespect. You know, you're gonna try your darnest to respect me, whether it be in public, whatever the case may be. You're gonna respect. You know, you're gonna have a certain, like me. Shoot, man, respect my wife.
And I was just about to say that. Like, it goes, it's not like it's a me thing. Right. Like, what's going to get reciprocated is going to be top notch because of that. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm going to go harder. I'm probably going to go harder for you than you are for me because of that. Like,
Exactly.
I think both is important. But you definitely got to respect me. You got to respect me. It ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I want you to love me too, though. Mm-hmm. But mostly, that respect got to come with it. I feel like you can't. I feel like you can't. I don't see. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, I feel like you feel like.
I feel like you don't love me if you don't respect me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
If there's like an unintentional disrespect, that's different.
Mm-hmm. We could talk about it.
But it's like, it's like the level of betrayal that comes along with disrespect, though. You know what I mean? Like, you talk about women can build you or break you down.
Yes, sir.
That's one thing that will break you down. Mm-hmm. Because it's bigger than just. It's weird because you can't even put it into words, but we all feel it. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's just like words. What you say, you can't put it in a word, but then women can put it in a word, boy, they can break it down.
Man, but
they can break it down.
It's like they have oh my God. But
and as a man, bro, it's when we feel disrespected, it's different from when
you
feel me? So like, it's
And truth be told, man, we got somewhat, I don't want to call it egoish. But it's ego. It's ego. We can go down that trip, man, and when you get disrespected, man, it kind of mess with your old
ego.
Everything, bro.
It go tickling that guy like, well, ain't no way you just say that to me, like
right in front of it.
I forgot who I was.
Yeah, right.
You know? Cause even from a woman, like it being like, do we feel like it's more important for a woman to love or respect me? I feel like, when it come down to respect, I don't care if it's a man or a woman.
It's everybody.
Once you disrespect me, bro, that's gonna make me feel some type of way. Because if I'm not gonna take disrespect from a woman, I'm definitely not gonna take it from a man. But I feel like you gotta give it to receive it.
For sure.
And also, I feel like everybody should just give it. And well, me, I respect everybody until disrespected. And I'm still gonna respect you to a certain extent, but I'm gonna let you know once I feel disrespected as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all women, it's 50-50, I guess. On the love and respect.
For sure.
Yeah, that's about the best I can put it.
For sure.
Okay. Me personally, I'm piggybacking on Winter. Like they the same. Cause if you love me, you gonna respect me. If you respect me, you gonna love me. Like it's just simple as
That's
that.
about
Like
the best it's gonna.
yeah,
That's
that's
right
right.
now.
It's just that feeling. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like that pit. That
Yeah, you get all in your stomach.
like is like if you love me, you would make me feel like that.
Yeah.
You would on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, and that goes back to that vulnerability. Like you open yourself up, and it's almost the exact same feeling. Like you open up somebody and they throw it back in your face. Like that's just a certain. What it is disrespectful. Like, and I think that's the closest thing akin to it. That whatever that feeling is like. I mean, if you love me, you would make me feel like that. Like I said, not if it's something unintentional and there's like an apology. That's different. Or like maybe you said something you didn't mean to say it, and that goes for everybody. But man. Ooh,
Okay. Need to pause.
Oh, to get back on you, probably.
Yeah. You good? Okay, so I'm a switch the tune up a little bit. Like, why do and this not all men, but why do y'all think most men like? Well, let me explain the cycle. This is me now. I feel like a lot of men that get to the point of, since we're talking about, respect, this go get with a woman that disrespects them or don't necessarily love them because they get with her for the wrong reasons. Like we're going off our eyes, and we're lusting. You right? So why do y'all think most men fall to lust? Because some of the most, not some of them. Going to the Bible, a lot of the mightiest men, David felt
David
the love.
was number one.
David felt, he seen that woman
Man,
on that.
he had to
He seen
go.
that. Hold on, Ed, go. He seen that other man's wife on that roof taking that shower. You feel me? Looking good. Samson fell to Delilah. You feel me? Like he couldn't resist it. Like that thing was good. So who else?
Falling for day one.
Solomon, the most wisest man ever to live on the face of this earth.
And riches.
The riches too. The Bible says none before him and will be none like him.
Yes, sir.
And he fell to lust. So why do y'all think that as men
Well,
that happens?
we're physical creatures. Men are, and I want to be PG. We can
talk this strong
you
truth.
know, men could do that without loving a lady. But he can love his woman at the house.
Oh yeah.
We see instances of it is shoot. Ain't nothing new under the sun, but it's more prevalent and more visible now than ever. I just seen on Facebook today somebody was talking. I don't know, and it had to be some way up people. And the lady was like, my husband asked me, could I go out and about? And she thought about it and she said, yeah, as long as you taking care of the house, and I was sitting there looking at it like, wow, this is what we come to. It's okay.
It's so normalized.
For you to have a plethora of variations of women, but my answer is men are physical. We're physically attracted, especially coming up before we're inner or spiritually or mentally attracted to the female.
I think we do it to ourselves.
Of course.
100% agree. We are visual people.
Yes, sir.
We see something we like, But I also think we low key we plant these little seeds from childhood. You see your little nephew was on. He gonna be a heartbreaker one day. Like oh nephew, that's you right there. Oh, I see your nephew. How many of them you got? You know what I'm saying? Like we do that.
Yeah.
And you don't like we may not mean no harm by, but we are pushing the narrative. Hey nephew, man, you get you more than one, man. Versus, nah, man, you get you a good one. You stick beside her. Like you don't go out there, like, cause I was. You said it earlier, like man, there's gonna always be someone better, that look better, make more money. I had a privilege. I kind of counseled my niece before she got married. I said, look, man, like, they gonna be some. You gonna see a girl that look better than her. You gonna, and it's vice versa. You gonna meet a man or see a man like. I said, but you make a commitment. I said, and you choose to commit to your commitment, no matter what's presented in front of you. So we have to make that conscious effort. It's gonna be presented, and boy, you a newlywed. It's almost gonna be like you ain't even see it before. Now it's like everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? They out here. But you have to stick to your commitment. You're like, you know what? Despite of whatever, this is who I chose. This is the choice that I made. Hey, she the baddest one to me in my eyes. Like, and we have to just stay on that. But that's from a worldly standpoint, though. First of all, we can't be surprised when the world act like the world.
Come on.
So it's just gonna happen. It's literally in the music. It's on both
way you
sides.
look, really.
On both sides.
Yeah.
Like I just saw yesterday on Facebook of a female rapper in the music video, and just like this is the lyrics to this song. Like the standard, the bar is set so low now. And like, this ain't nothing new. They had this back in the day, but now the way information gets out there is more prevalent. It's like, you know, we have to take that part of like, you know, the Lord bless me with a son one day. Like, son, listen, I know this is what they telling you and this is what they pushing, but this is the principle that we gonna do in this house that I stand for. No, we ain't doing all this. Trying to keep PG too. We ain't.
Man, y'all talk, man.
We ain't
talk.
doing all this. But I don't know if it's kind of profanity or not.
Oh no.
But we ain't gonna be all this going to and fro, tipping and dipping,
Okay, I got you.
dibbling and dabbling with multiple people. Like, you know, we have to stop encouraging it. Cause that's how, and that's why because in and of itself, that's what creates. That's what helps creates. That's why people don't know how to commit. Men don't know how to commit because they were never shown how to commit. And I think part of that is something that we, like I said, once again, we have to change that. But it's so prevalent out there. It's easy. They come to you. Like, it presents itself to you.
Throwing at you nowadays.
It literally.
Yeah, it's throwing at you.
And it's like,
You be ugly and all.
It's gonna
He
happen.
throwing at you.
But yes, sir.
Hey, boy, we gonna talk real.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. The men fall for it, but I'm gonna keep it simple. Like, we fall for it, cause, bro, to me, I don't know how y'all feel or how y'all felt.
Talk your truth.
Lust feel like love sometimes, bro.
mm-hmm.
It really feel like love. So you think about it, bro. You got a woman that's doing everything that, you know, when you first meet a woman or whatever, y'all finna start conversing or whatever, and she cooking. She, you know what I'm saying? She cleaning. Y'all linking. Y'all doing dates. Everything, like, before y'all even commit or whatever even if you already committed and she a side chick, how can you not feel like it's love and fall for the lust? If she doing everything that somebody that really love you doing, or you know what I'm saying? You see?
I
So
think we get
go ahead.
confused because we confuse the two because somebody's picking up the slack of somebody else or somebody else's downfall. So you're looking for, so it looks more appealing because, let's just say hypothetically speaking, your woman don't cook. This one over here, man, got 3-course meals and stuff like that. You know, she feeding you in multiple ways. And it's like, you know, but you're not getting it on this side. So I can see how you can get confused, how one would get confused and thinking that it's love with all actuality. It's just honestly somebody picking off a weakness because they're still, because if you look, I feel, if you love me for real, that all this stuff, like, this is for me only. You know what I'm saying? I'm selfish. I don't like the show.
Oh boy, yes.
Yeah.
sir.
I don't like the show. So it's like, nah. Like, either for me it's all or nothing. Like, either I can't be on side, and I don't want no side female. Like, that's never been me. I can see how we can get confused, but I think it's just a misconception of, you know, you got a little lack on this side. This person filling that gap, and it's like, oh wow, I've been missing. This is what I've been missing the whole time. This must be, and it's like, nah, look how it started. It's not love. If it's that way, especially if you were committed. Like right now, you're not married, so I'm not saying it. It ain't saying in a negative way. I'm saying like just in the case of somebody that was married or whatever the case may be, is like just because this other person filling the gap. Like the fact of the matter is, this whole thing started off of a shaky foundation from the beginning. It's destined to fail. It won't work. No matter what you do, you can polish a turd all day long. It's still a turd. Like.
So I got a question, and I love the point what you said, Zoe, about it. Like, love can feel like lust.
Yeah.
So, like, as men, cause it's some people going through this right now. It's men literally going through that. You know, how do men learn to, like, what can men do to realize that, like, that's, like, tell the difference, like, discern it. Like, basically that, yeah, this feel good, and this feel like love, but this not truly love. What, in y'all opinions, what do y'all, you know?
You gotta want to first.
Man, you gotta have a willing mind.
Yeah, especially being a man.
You
know, a man, once you start.
Sometimes they just straight up just want to play around. That's what they want to do. They don't have a desire to settle down. Like,
especially if you agreed on it. Like, okay, this just gonna be this. Like, hey.
And then 9 times out of 10, a man, if you know, if he find one of them rare cases where she agree with all his stipulations, man, he gonna have to really pray.
Yeah. We ain't even talking about side chick. Let's take that out. Let's take out the fact of, okay, he got a situation and then he getting something else on the side. Let's take that out of the picture.
No,
let's just say it's just in general, like it just him and one woman.
He gotta want to.
Yeah, like, you feel me?
Oh,
Yeah.
You definitely gotta want to do it. Cause sometimes, but you gonna know if it's lust or love or not, depending on what type of woman you dealing with. But at the same time, bro, it just happens so fast sometimes. Especially when you just, you know what I'm saying, you don't start it and then it's a repeated cycle.
So how that's what I'm trying to figure out. How do we break that cycle?
How I break this cycle?
How we break that cycle? Cause that's what's going on. Like,
because we can't break that cycle by ourselves.
I think
that goes back to the gender war.
I feel like the woman gonna have to
exactly.
She plays a huge role in that. And this is, hey, listen, I ain't knocking what nobody do. What you decide to do with your body, that's what you decide to do with your body. Like, I'm not saying, I know the principles I stand for. You know what I will and won't do. So this ain't, hey, if you don't subscribe to that belief system, you know that's on you. But what I will say is, it goes both ways, because if trying to figure out how to say this without coming off as, you know, but
hey man, Bill.
Hey, but it's like, I feel like if there's a level of self-respect that she has, she won't allow certain things. So she'll put a stop to it before it even begins.
But what if she don't take the women
That's
out
what
of
I'm
it? How
saying,
we
like,
do it as men? Take the women out of it.
I don't think we can on our own.
Well,
bro.
I tell you this, I'm going back to the Bible again.
There you go. That's all I'm waiting on.
We're gonna take the Holy Ghost.
There you go. That's all I'm waiting on.
We're gonna take the Holy Ghost. I mean, if you taking,
It ain't no way, bro.
because I mean, you can't do it on your own. I mean,
I ain't finna to.
you know, then you ain't willing.
Right.
But you exactly right. Because even when I teach my kids on Wednesdays, one of the biggest things, like, one of the evidence of salvation, like, how do you know if you say? I said the stuff you used to do, it don't hit the same like it used to. So you can be. Can I use the word hoe?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, nobody just making sure that was. Hey, okay, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you a reformed hoe, and you know, you can get it out to Christ, but you know, you still like to dibble and dabble in your ways. But now it don't feel the same no more, because now you got that conviction on the inside of you. Because like you said, the Holy Spirit done, he done stirred that thing up, and so no, you can't do it by yourself. I do think it takes that, but it also takes a willingness in that person. Like I said, you gotta want, you gotta want to be like, you know what, Holy Ghost, because you know we can ignore him if we want to.
Yeah.
But you gotta have that. Like you said, you said something powerful, like, yo, I fear God more than I fear anything else. So it's like, you know, at the very, very end of the day, like, God, is this pleasing to you? And if a man really wants to do that, he'll do whatever it takes to make sure that his life lines up in a way that's pleasing to God. And the other stuff will fall off on its own And not saying you're gonna get it right. Let's just say you had 3 women. Now today you got 2. You know, that's progress.
Exactly.
You know, it's progress. You know, ain't gonna knock you down, but you know, you can do a little bit better, but you're working on it. Right. But I think that but you gotta have that want first. You gotta have that want to live your life a certain way that's pleasing to him, and everything else will fall in place because of it.
That's why I was getting it. Like, that's why I was getting it. Like, how, because like you say, Carlo, I don't think you can have some willpower. You might resist today, but next week you ain't.
Might be bad timing.
But without God, bro, like, you not gonna be able to stand. Like, you feel me? Not like you need to. And you, as men, we got to really, really learn to get back to the point of letting God lead us. And I believe the 50-50 thing won't be a conversation, because guess what? God will show us how to fix this 50-50 thing. Yeah. God will show us how to fix this gender war thing. It's gonna be some people, because guess what? It's gonna be some women that gonna look at that man that say, like, he used to have 4 or 5 women or whatever. But now, man, I see he don't want one woman. What? It's gonna make somebody scratch their head and be like, what happened to him? You feel me? Exactly. You done mature. Because what Paul said when I was a young man, a child, I did things of a child. But now, you know, when I growed up, you know, you feel me? So, like, but Paul was being led by God. So he realized. And I think that's the answer to all of it. Like, we got to put God into this. And it takes time. Some cases cold turkey. Some cases, like Winston just said, you had 3 women. You had 3 women yesterday. Today you only got 2. Tomorrow you might have half one. Stop, but man, for real though, it really take God, man.
So my question to you then, or to everybody, because that works for us. You know, we all subscribe to a belief system, but there's a brother out there that don't. And, you know, he may hear this and be like, so, and I guess what I'm getting at is, how do we live our lives in such a way that even this non-believer in his dating situation, however, that he looks at our lives and be like, yo, I want to be like that.
Well, see,
I don't know what it is. You know, it's just a hypothetical, obviously.
I heard all the time, and I heard it growing up, a lot of people ain't going to read the Bible. A lot of people won't step foot in the church. But when they see you, you're supposed to be a representation of all of that. So you should let your lights shine bright, man. You should be a city that sits up on the hill that shine bright. You ain't got to do it loud. Sometimes, you know, your light could be loud and bright by you being just that example of who men should try to follow, you know.
Be salt. Salt affects everything around it.
Yes, and I think your answer is in the question. Like, you're already living in where they look at you and say, I want to be like that. You feel me? And we supposed to be living like how Jesus living. You feel me? Like, and it'd be like, you feel me? That shit just naturally draw them. It really don't take a whole lot of work. If you doing what you're doing and focus on what you're doing, like, you feel me? And just like Carlos said, let your light shine. You feel me? And it's gonna go from there.
Now, granted, some people don't want to see no light, so they want to do what they do, and all you can do is just shoot some timber up for their mind, because this is what have to be transformed. They say, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You know, one version say, be ye transformed in the spirit of your mind, by the spirit of your mind. So your mind really have to be cultivated into the wanting of letting certain things go, being disciplined or whatever the case may be. You gotta want it, man. If you don't want it, I mean, I can't pray against your will.
Hey, you know? Come on.
So, I mean, I'm kind of just wasting breath, you know, like, Lord. I'm not saying he can't, because he can. But until you get that mechanism of change and transformation in your spirit, I mean, we're praying.
Okay, man. Hey, so look, though, I want to keep going, man. I'm enjoying the conversation with y'all fellas, but we got to wrap it up, because we do got to meet with these women, and we got to have a conversation with them, too. We're going to come up with this solution here. So, y'all got any other thing? I mean, hold on. Well, go ahead, Winston.
No. I'll leave it for later.
You sure?
I mean, I will say it eventually, regardless.
Go say it now. I want to know what it is.
So you know, you just had me thinking about this gender war. Us versus them. Us versus them. And the best advice I've ever gotten, and I've shared this before, I think in the Dating God's Way, shameless plug, session. I had to shout it out.
Shout out Dayton guys.
But it's not. I went to a marriage conference, and it's been a few years back. It's been a while now, but it stuck with me. It was Sarah Jakes Roberts and Teray, and he said something. He was like, man, when it come to men and women, when it come to significant others and stuff like that, like she's your sparring partner, not your opponent. Think about it in terms of boxing.
Yeah.
Your sparring partner, it looks like you're throwing licks at each other. It looks like you're fighting. But the intent behind it is you're making the other person stronger. This situation is making us stronger. So I feel like in this gender war, it's really not a war. We may be sparring, but at the end of the day, like, we working together for a same common goal. So we can't do it without each other. You know what I mean? So that's just my thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like we need to call a ceasefire on the gender war. Because to me, it's not really, it wasn't a war. It was never designed to be a war in the first place.
Yeah.
And I think once we realize that, we can move forward together as a unit, male and female, because like, listen, it was never me versus you. It was us, it's us versus whatever that is.
Hey, cause what Genesis said, he made them what? Male and female. He made us together. You feel me? Like, you can't have a man without a woman. You can't have a woman without a man. You feel me? Like, if we start working together, Lord said, go forth and reproduce. Adam and Steve couldn't do it.
No, sir.
And even Abel couldn't do it. So guess what? You need Adam and Eve. You feel me? It takes two parts, male and female, to keep this thing going. Cause we don't work together. The human, listen, really think about it. If the man and women don't work together, the human race is literally through.
It's over with.
Like, we're annihilated. We will cease to exist. So somehow, in some way, we got to figure out how to bring this thing together. That's what we're gonna do the next part. I chose the topic gender war because right now people think it's a war, but this ain't what it's about. This we finna come with this solution and we finna make it work, man. So
Yeah, we need y'all. Y'all need us.
exactly.
For sure.
And one
Most
thing
definitely.
about it, what I believe every man can agree with me. God know what we're doing when he made that woman, but
What he did.
Lord, we need.
Look at here. He did it big one there.
Man, it ain't an award on earth that they can give him. Academy, Emmy, Grammy. I mean,
Nobel
it's-
Peace Prize.
it ain't no award that they can give him, man.
Yeah.
Certificate of achievement.
Man, hey, what it say? And what he did was good and very good.
Very
Hey,
good.
man,
That's that one was in that very good
Yes,
part.
Hey, man, that's a reason to praise him right there.
Come with the strong way. But man, tell the people how they can find y'all, man. Keep up with y'all and stuff.
You can find me on Facebook, Alfonso Country Boy Web. I'm on Instagram, Zobe10, ZOBE10. I'm on TikTok, Alfonso Web, all lowercase letters, no space.
I guess me, Facebook, I mean, I do have Instagram, but I don't really on that like that. But on Facebook, just my name, Winston Brantley. I mean, you can get dad jokes and church announcements and pictures of my daughter. But hey, if you're more than welcome to follow me, to add me. I'm a social person. I don't bite. So.
You say single?
I am single.
Hey, well, I'm trying to throw that alley hoop, boy.
Appreciate it, bro.
Don't be my brother
Appreciate
Cupid,
it.
boy.
Hey,
Throw me there.
you know.
Hey, my fault. Hey,
saying,
hold
I'm
me
a junkie.
accountable.
I'm a
Hold me
junkie.
accountable. Hey, y'all see my brothers right here, man. Carla.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Carlos Harvey, Instagram, HarveyBoy13. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Traveling around with the boys, just trying to spread the gospel totally for him. Hey, y'all give us a follow.
Shout out totally for him.
Yes.
You say album listening
So
party.
y'all got an album listening part of something, don't you?
Oh, Charlotte, North Carolina Stellar Award weekend, man. If y'all ain't doing nothing, y'all come out here and hang out with us. And we'll try to shoot y'all that RSVP. And come in the house and listen to some unreleased music that's going to be released that day. And if you be in the building, you'll probably be one of the first to get your ears on it. So come through.
But that's all we got for today, y'all.
The strong truth done did it again.
Truth is, you're so strong. Truth is, he won't lead you wrong. The strong truth, there's no lies. The strong truth will open up your eyes.
Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. And any tongue